There's one thing you should know about Sonic Unleashed before spending your hard-earned money on it. It's a truly amazing game. I mean it. Truly amazing game. Now that I've said this, that should probably be enough to convince you to pull out your wallets right now, but I guess we should talk a little bit more about it, just in case you'd like to hear me gushing over a masterpiece. Indeed, it's great games like this that keep reviewers loving their jobs. Now, I have a theory when it comes to Sonic games. Everyone at Sega loves the Hedgehog with all their might, so they do everything possible to make the franchise the absolute best it can be, no questions asked. This is the only explanation that makes any sense to me. Pretty much every decision made for this game was the right one, and Sonic ends up taking more wins than a Phase 3 MCU movie because of it. Gameplay in Sonic Unleashed is split up into 3 equal parts. There are daytime stages which are actually very good. There are nighttime stages which are just as good, if not even better. And then there's also the hub city where you do a lot of exploration stuff, and that's surprisingly fun too. Now the daytime stages are actually pretty fun. It's fast platforming that is mostly on rails, and for a brief moment you might actually think to yourself, wow, this is what a current gen Sonic game should be. I say brief moment because I'm such a pro now and can whiz through these levels in under 4 minutes. The daytime stages are the closest 3D Sonic has gotten to perfection since Heroes. My favorite levels are definitely Rooftop Run and Jungle Joyride. You know, if the game was just 3 hours and only contained these daytime sections, it wouldn't be such a bad thing, and actually, it'd be a pretty good game. But pretty good isn't enough for Sega as they went the extra mile and gave us something truly special. Even the tornado defense levels are super fun to play over and over again. But now we have to talk about when the sun goes down. And what happens when the sun goes down? Well, of course, Sonic turns into a werewolf. Oh, excuse me, werehog. I just said werewolf to not confuse newcomers. Now, the reasons why he does this as well, it's not really worth getting into, because I really don't want to spoil one of the greatest Sonic stories you will ever experience. In these levels, Sonic is slowed down, and you have a ton of very engaging brawling sections. There's a lot of combos to master, and it's very satisfying to pull them off as you unlock them. My favorite is definitely the spinning needle attack. It's great for combat and taking really cool shortcuts while platforming. And speaking of platforming, they decided to give the werehog these really cool stretchy arms to enhance the gameplay, and the platforming challenges you'll encounter as a result are truly unique. Empire City Night was tough but fair, and after getting good, I can S-rank that level every time. Yeah, it's that good. It's so great to have a game that has so much variety in the gameplay that you never get bored. Going from daytime level, to nighttime level, to hub worlds, to tornado defense just keeps me completely engaged and immersed in the experience. So, what did Sonic Team do to make the game even more replayable? You add these really cool RPG elements. You gain XP for every bad guy you kill, and then you can spend this XP to increase things like Sonic speed or your werehog's moveset. It's a smart way to encourage players to defeat as many enemies as possible so they can collect Chaos Orbs and make daytime Sonic as fast as he can be, and make nighttime Sonic as powerful as he can be. Isn't that the reason why I bought a Sonic game in the first place? And as I mentioned before, this game has Sonic run around several hub worlds. Sonic can walk around in the regular hub worlds, and he has his full moveset in the entrance stage hub worlds where you find portals to all the levels. These hubs are the best place to find additional sun and moon medals to progress to the next level. Or should I say fun and cool medals? I'm not even joking about that. I always get a smile on my face when I make it to Jungle Joyride Day, and the game tells me I need more medals, because I get to replay tons of levels and scour the hub worlds to collect the required medals. It's like this intricately built scavenger hunt that I get to partake in between the main content, and I love it. How can one game do fast gameplay, platforming, combat, and exploration all executed so well? To summarize, there's so much to love about this game that I could go on and on about it for hours. Sonic Unleashed really highlights how special the 2000s were for Sonic. It's a shame that they removed so much of what we loved about this game from Colors onwards. For the full written review, head on over to IGN.com. April Fools, everyone. Now I present to you Unknown from YE.
Here I come, rougher than the rest of them, the best of them, tougher than leather. You can call me Knuckles. Unlike Sonic, I don't chuckle. I'd rather flex my muscles. I'm hard as nails, it ain't hard to tell. I break them down whether they solid or frail. Unlike the rest, I'm independent since my first breath. First test, still the right, then the worst left. Born on an island in the heavens. The blood of my ancestors flows inside me. My duty is to save the flower from evil deterioration. Yeah, I will be the one to set your heart free true. Cleanse yourself with them evil spirits that's in you.